New York, big city of dreams. But things are not always what they seem. New York City to use face recognition to nab gun traffickers. Is this good or bad? Technology, technology. Gotta love it. Let's talk about it on the mic. Hello, good people. This is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker, coming back at you live once again from the Lone Star State with another edition of the Media Mike Speaks. All right, good people. It is 5 minutes past the hour on a nice sunny day here in the Lone Star State. And yes, we are the voice of the everyday citizen. And it seems like the Big Apple, New York City, is going to need a voice because the new mayor of New York, Eric Adams, has decided to divulge into the world of technology in the Big Apple to profile those individuals carrying illegal weapons. Yes, he has. He is now going to use technology like they do in Europe. We'll talk about that. Now, he quotes here, good people, because he's the newly mayor that's been elected, and they're lifting mandates all over the place, so we know it is an election year in the primaries, so we already know where that's going. Anyway, he goes on, he says here, good people, we will follow up on leads and collect evidence from facial recognition technology and new tools that can spot those carrying weapons, unquote. Adams said in a live stream announcement, we will use every available method to keep our people safe. Okay, unquote. This is what he's saying now. He's using the safe method. Now, this is the reason why. It's what he's saying, good people. His engagement comes after Jason Rivera, a 22-year New York City police officer, was shot dead while responding to an incident on Friday. Another officer, Wilbert Moore, 27, was also shot and remained in critical condition, according to the New York Police Department. Now, we all know how New York City is about carrying weapons. It's very hard to get a concealed handgun license in New York City. Well, I believe New York State. I do believe you have to be, I think, ex-police officer or something like that. It's very hard to get a gun permit. It's kind of tough. They are very strict on that. But, however, somehow people still seem to get guns. Now, the mayor, who previously served as a captain at the New York Police Department, unveiled what he called a wide-ranging blueprint to combat gun violence that would put more officers on patrol and give wider powers to prosecutors. Adams lamented that the broader New York was the only one of the 50 U.S. states that did not allow detention of suspects who pose an immediate threat to the community. Now, I did not know that. That surprises me because New York, like New Jersey and Philadelphia, has some of the strictest gun laws, from my understanding. And I didn't know that, and it's like, wow, are you serious? Just let them go? He goes on to quote, we must allow judges to take dangerousness into account. 49 other states, as well as the federal government, allow judges to consider a defendant's dangerousness. New York must catch up. Judges must be able to evaluate defenders' criminal history and the circumstances of the alleged crime, unquote. I thought they already did. Now, I lived in New York for 2 years, just in case those of you who are new to my channel, from 93 to 95. So they're pretty strict on things, but I didn't know that they were this lenient on criminals. So that's new to me, but that was eons ago. He also said the city was looking at raising the age legislation for gun crimes, which he said was being used as a loophole for gang members to demand young people under 18 take the fall for gun crimes that were not theirs. Okay, I can agree with that. He goes on to quote, my administration is not seeking to punish young people, but when it comes to guns, we must make sure there are consequences, he said. Far too many men above the age of 18 are victimizing children by forcing them to carry weapons, unquote, which is true. Because New York City has seen a sharp rise in crime, including in shootings and homicides since the spring of 2020. Now, that's interesting because that was, coronavirus time. According to media reports that cited 488 murders in 2021, nearly 200 more than in 2017. It's what, weren't they on lockdown? They didn't have the COVID, this, you can't come in. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. But the murders didn't stop. I mean, okay. So here's the thing, good people. My question is, will this new facial recognition technology be fair? I mean, will it only target minorities? Which I will do a video on later about, does AI have the ability to be racist or discriminatory? You see things that make you go, Now, will this spread to other states? I believe it's already spread across the ocean to other countries like Europe. So just my 2 cents, good people. So, all right, let me know what you think about this, and feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. Until next time, this is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.
Understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep running.